Good day, subscribers, new YouTube viewers, and friends. It's me, Ranch, and she's built like a steakhouse, but she handles like a bistro. And here is an unfocused box of the newest Magic the Gathering release of the Gatewatch. So, I don't think I'm going to spend as near as much money as I did with Battle for Zendikar on the Gatewatch. Oh, ripping. So I wonder how many people are going to be wanting to filter lands out of these bad boys. Personally, I'm indifferent. Tranquil Expanse, Allied Reinforcements, Malakir Soothsayer, and our... Alright, first pack out of the box, great start. Nissa, Voice of Zendikar. So she's a 3 loyalty planeswalker for 1 colorless, or 1 mana of any color and 2 green. So the +1 ability is put a 0/1 green plant creature token onto the battlefield. The -2 is put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. And the ultimate -7, you gain X life and draw X cards, where X is the number of lands you control. And planes. Alright. Let's hope that's a taste of things to come. If not, I'll just buy my Wasteland Expedition. Waste, we'll put that away. I need to look up the pricing for foil waste. Guarantee those things are going to be really sought after. Relief Captain, Weapons Trainer, Nissa's Judgment, and we have an Endbringer. So it's a 5 mana of any color and 1 colorless specific for a 5/5 Eldrazi. You untap it during each other player's untap step. Tap Endbringer to deal 1 damage to target creature or player, and 1 colorless specific mana tap. Creatures can't attack or block this turn, and for 2 colorless, color specific mana tap, draw a card. Mountain, Eldrazi Sign. How are your pre-releases, guys? As you know, I didn't go to mine, obviously, because I was snowboarding. So I hope you all got great pulls. Ooh, foil. We have a Cinder Barons, Grip of the Royal, Ruin in Their Wake, and a Hedron Alignment. So it's an enchantment for 2 mana of any color and 1 blue. Hexproof. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may reveal your hand. If you do, you win the game. If you own a card named Hedron Alignment in exile, in your hand, in your graveyard, and on the battlefield. And for 1 mana of any color and a blue, you can scry 1. And Witness the End. Back-to-back foil packs. Roiling Waters, Visions of Brutality, Gift of Tusks. Oh god. Well, I ruined it. I'm bad. And of course I would ruin a pack like this. So it's a Linvala the Preserver. So it is a 5/5 Angel Legendary Mythic, 4 mana of any color and 2 white flying. So when it enters the battlefield, if an opponent has more than life than you, you gain 5 life. And when it enters the battlefield, if an opponent controls more creatures than you, you put a 3/3 Angel creature token on with flying onto the battlefield. And the foil is Linvala. Alright, I got a foil mythic out of the box. That's pretty sweet. Pretty good so far. And I love my angels. Good stuff. Harvester Troll, Reflector Mage, beautiful, that'll look great in foil. Iona's Blessing, and the Goblin Dark Dwellers. It's a 4/4 Goblin for a 3 mana of any color and 2 red with Menace. When Goblin Dark Dwellers enters the battlefield, you may cast target instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard without paying its cost. If that card were put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. I remember watching the Professor's video regarding that card. Wonder if it'll see any modern play. Harvester Troll, Cliffhaven Vampire, Baloth Null, Eldrazi Displacer. So it's a 3/3 Eldrazi for 2 mana of any color and a white with Devoid. So 2 mana of any color and a color specific. Exile another target creature, then return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Apologies if the angle's a bit different, friends. It's important to make sure that your battery is charged before you start recording videos. Essence Depleter, Submerged Boneyard, Mobilizer Eldrazi, and a Deep Fathom Sculler. 4/4 for 5 of any color and 1 blue with Devoid, so whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. And 3 of any color and 1 color specific. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Null Caller, Step Glider, Ruin in Their Wake, and hey, Kozilek's Return. Excellent mythic. Right now I think this is the top, one of the top money ones, if not the top money mythic. So for those who don't know, it's an instant speed for 2 of any color and a red with Devoid, and it deals combat damage to 2 of each creature, and whenever you cast it, cast an Eldrazi creature spell, with converted mana cost 7 or greater, you may exile this card from your graveyard. If you do, it returns, it deals 5 damage to each creature. Damn. Embodiment of Insight, Void Grafter, Tears of Valakut, and we have Oath of Jace. So it's a legendary enchantment for a 2 of any color and a blue, so when it enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, then discard 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, you can scry X, where X is the number of planeswalkers you control. Ooh, foil pack. Come on, Wasteland. Reaver drawn. Void Shatter. Baloth Null. And we have a Ruin of Oran Reef. It's a land. It enters the battlefield tapped. Tap to add 1 colorless specific mana to any to your mana pool, and put a +1/+1 counter on a target colorless creature that enters the battlefield this turn. Dust Bowl! Hey, alright, an expedition in my first box. Oh, that's awesome. Well, you know what? Can't go wrong with that. How many boxes did I open last time and didn't get squat and had to open up out of a loose pack? So you know what? That is awesome. And you know what? It doesn't look damaged. Sweet. Woo! Expedition. Well, what a great box. Another foil. Will it be an expedition? Essence Depleter. We have a Meandering River. Love that name, Meandering. Great word. Baloth Pup. And we have an Eldrazi Obligator. Wow. Me fail English? That's impossible. So it's an Eldrazi 3/1 for 2 of any color and a red with the void. So when you cast it, you may pay one of any color and a color specific. If you do, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. And our foil. Ooh, Tranquil Expanse. Birthing Hulk. Tranquil Expanse. Malakir's Soothsayer. And a Vile Redeemer. So it is an Eldrazi 3/3 for 2 of any color and a green with the void and flash. You can cast it at any time you can cast an instant spell. Excuse me. When you cast it, you may pay 1 color specific mana. If you do, put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi silent creature token on the battlefield for each non-token creature that died under your control this turn. Those tokens have sack it and add 1 colorless specific mana to your mana pool. Oi. Seed Guardian, Tears of Valakut, Flaying Tendrils, and Fall of the Titans. So XX of any color and a red for an instant speed with the Surge mechanic. So X of any color and a red. Fall of the Titans deal X damage to each of up to 2 target creatures and/or planeswalkers. Ooh, foil. Let the good times roll. Reaver Drone. Flayer Drone. Tears of Valakut. And we have a Gladeheart Cavalry. So it's an Elf Knight 6/6 for 5 of any color and 2 greens. So when it enters the battlefield, supports 6. So put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 6 target creatures. And whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, you gain 2 life. And a foil rare, alright. Matter Reshaper. So it's a 3/2 Eldrazi for 2 of any color and a colorless specific. When it dies, reveal the top card of your library. You may put that card onto the battlefield if it's a permanent card with converted mana cost 3 or less. Otherwise, put that card in your hand. Cool, alright. Oi. Wow, another foil. Reaver Drone. Timber Gorge. Unity of Purpose. And Oath of Chandra, one of the other legendary enchantments for 1 of any color and a red. So when it enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to target creature and opponent controls. At the beginning of each end step, if a planeswalker entered the battlefield under your control this turn, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. And our foil. Abstruse Interference. Counter target spell. Lovely. Reckless Bushwhacker, another great word. Relentless Hunter. Flaying Tendrils. And we have Deceiver of Form. So it's an 8/8 Eldrazi for 6 of any color and a colorless. At the beginning of combat on your turn, reveal the top card of your library. If it is a creature card, if a creature card is revealed this way, you may have creatures you control, other than Deceiver of form, become copies of that card until end of turn. You would put that card on the bottom of your library. Chitinous Cloak, Pyromancer's Assault, Press into Service, and we have a Sifter of Skulls. It's a 4/3 Eldrazi for 3 of any color and a black with Devoid. So whenever another non-token creature you control dies, put a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion creature token onto the battlefield. It has sack it to add 1 colorless specific mana to your mana pool. About halfway through the box. Pull the Planeswalker and an Expedition. Nothing really left to look forward to right now, except maybe another Planeswalker. Walker of the Wastes, Immolating Glare, Havoc Sower, and a non-foil Matter Reshaper. Make a stand. Ailey, Eternal Pilgrim. It is a 2/3 core cleric, legendary creature for the Orzhov colors with Death Touch. And for 1 colorless, you can sack another creature. You gain life equal to that sacked creature's toughness. For 1 of any color in the Orzhov colors, sack another creature. Exile target non-land permanent. Activate this ability only if you have at least 10 life or more than your starting life total. Prophet of Distortion, Gift of Tusks, a Mind Melter, and we have Draenus Chosen. So it's a 2/2 Shaman ally, Vampire Shaman ally, excuse me, for 3 of any color and a black with Cohort. So tap an untapped ally you control, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield tapped. For the last column of the box, I'll just go straight to the rares. Cinder Barons, Cyclone Sire, Jaraga Auxiliary. We have a, Thought-Knot Seer. Great one. It's a 4/4 Eldrazi for 3 of any color and a colorless. So when it enters the battlefield, target opponent reveal his or her hand. Choose a non-land permanent card from it and exile that card. And when it leaves the battlefield, target opponent draws a card. What's that? Thoughtseize ability on a creature? I'll take it. Another foil. Embodiment of Insight. Cliffhaven Vampire, Thought Harvester, and we have a Dread Defiler. 6/8 Eldrazi for 6 of any color and a black with Devoid. So 3 of any color and a color specific. Exile a creature card from your graveyard. Target opponent loses life equal to that exiled card's power. And Zada's Commando. Meandering River, Cyclone Sire, Wall of Resurgence. We have a Sylvan Advocate. So it's a 2/3 elf druid for 1 of any color and a green with vigilance. As long as you control 6 or more lands, it and a land creatures you control get +2/+2. Nice. Prophet of Distortion, Flare Drone, Stoneforge Acolyte, and Amunda's Vanguard. It is a 3/3 Knight ally for 4 of any color and a white. That's cohort, so tap an untapped ally. You control, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Alright, last stack. I'm just going to go straight to the rares with these. Hope that's alright with all of you. Tyrant of Valakut. 5/4 Dragon for 5 of any color and 2 red with the Surge of 3 of any color and 2 red. Flying. When Tyrant of Valakut enters the battlefield, if its Surge cost was paid, it deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Mainland. Needle Spires. So enters the battlefield tapped, and then tap to add a red or a white. And for 2 of any color and a red and a white, it becomes a 2/1 red and white elemental creature with double strike until end of turn. It is still a land. Stonehaven Outfitter. So it's a core Artificer ally, 2/2 for a colorless and a white, or excuse me, 1 of any color and a white. Equipped creatures you control get a +1/+1. Whenever an equipped creature you control dies, draw a card. Storm Chaser Mage, really good uncommon. Dimensional Infiltrator. 2/1 Eldrazi for 1 of any color and a blue with Devoid, Flash, and Flying. 1 of any color and a colorless. Target opponent exiles the top card of his or her library. If it's a land card, you may return this card to its owner's hand. Oh, I didn't even notice there was a foil in this pack. Well, that's what I get for not counting. So, Zendikar's Resurgent. It's an enchantment for 5 of any color and 2 green. Whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana of your mana pool of any type that land produced. Then we have a Make a Stand foil. Ooh. Foil Basic Mountain, which I love, and a Wandering Fumarole, another manland. So comes in a battlefield tapped to add a blue or a red, and for 2 of any color, a blue and a red until end of turn, it becomes a 1/4 blue and red elemental creature with 0. Switch this creature's power and toughness until end of turn. It is still a land. They really should have reprinted Celestial Colonnade. Oath of Nissa. Legendary enchantment for 1 green and a wall of text. When Oath of Nissa enters the battlefield, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature, land, or planeswalker card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast planeswalker spells. Call the Gatewatch. It's a sorcery for 2 of any color and a white. Search your library for a planeswalker card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Nice. Oh, excuse me. Hands are letting me down. We have a Kalitas, Trader of Get. So it's a 3/4 Vampire Warrior, legendary creature for 2 of any color and 2 black with lifelink. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, instead exile that card and put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. 2 of any color and black, sack another vampire or zombie, put 2 +1/+1 counters on this card. 3 packs to go. Would like to see a foil waste. That'd be super cool. Ooh. Mythic land. Mirror Pool. Mirror Pool enters the battlefield tapped. Tap to add 1 colorless specific mana to your mana pool, and then for 2 of any color and a colorless, sack it, copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for that for the copy. And for 4 of any color and a colorless, tap and sack. Put a token onto the battlefield as a copy of target creature you control. We have a foil Umara Entangler. And our rare is our second of the box, Sifter of Skulls. Last pack. Thanks for sticking around with me, friends. I know it's been a little bit and I'm still pretty exhausted, so we have a foil, a second foil rare, Bearer of Silence. Alright friends, it's everyone's favorite moment, recap time. So we have Munda's Vanguard, Call of the Gatewatch, Stonehaven Outfitter, Eldrazi Displacer, Hedron Alignment, Oath of Jace, Dimensional Infiltrator, Deep Fathom Sculler, Durana's Chosen, Dread Defiler, Sifter of Skulls, Tyrant of Valakut, Fall of the Titans, Goblin Dark Dwellers, Oath of Chandra, Eldrazi Obligator, Sylvan Advocate, Oath of Nissa, Zendikar Resurgent, Gladeheart Cavalry, Vile Redeemer. We have Ailey, Eternal Pilgrim. We have Endbringer, Matter Reshaper, Deceiver of Form, Thought Not Seer, excellent, Ruins of Orenraith, some Manlands, Needle Spires, Wandering Ephemeral, and then for some Mythics. See, the couple are damaged on the top there, so they'll be heading off to Wizards to get replaced. Alright, so this was an unbelievable box. So we have Mirror Pool, Linvala the Preserver, we have Inverter of Truths, Kalitas, Trader of Get, Kozilek's Return, and Nissa. And for the foils, Umara Entanglers, Abstruse Interference, Witness the End, Zeta's Commando, Make a Stand. We also have a beautiful foil Basic Mountain, a foil Tranquil Expanse, our first foil rare, Bearer of Silence, our second foil rare, Matter Reshaper, our first foil mythic, Linvala, and the pièce de résistance, our Dust Bowl Expedition. It's about damn time I got a good box like that. Thanks so much for watching, friends. Hope your pulls were as good as mine. Hopefully bring you some more cool stuff real soon.